went to go see Sinners. And I have to say, that is one of the best goddamn movies I've seen in a long time. Ryan Coogler just, he never disappoints. I don't give a fuck what genre of fucking movie it is. He never fucking disappoints. Um, what did I gather from it? To me, and this is, and I'm gonna say this, there might be a little bit of spoilers, but not a lot, because there is so much symbolism in that movie that I couldn't possibly give you a full rundown, even if I wanted to, because everybody's take is gonna be different. But there was just so much symbolism in that fucking movie. And I want people to understand, it is not horror in the sense of what society thinks horror is, all right? It's more of, this is horror of lived in experience, if that makes sense. It is horror from a black perspective and mentality on, and people seeing it from being on the outside of the club. You know what I'm saying? That's how I saw it. I like the incorporation of the Robert Johnson story. And if you don't know who Robert Johnson is, it is the Crossroads story. The musician that sold his soul to the devil, but the devil is loosely more of a Christian term instead of saying Papa Legba. But that, I'm not gonna get too deep in it. But that's pretty much what I gather. You know, he was a musician who was down on his luck, and he wanted his music to be heard, so he was willing to do anything. Crossroads. That's where you get Preacher Boy. Now, I the music in this book, in this movie, the way he used the scenes of the music, how it talks about music reaching across the veil, music being from our ancestors to our present to our future. It all was incorporated in this. And if y'all remember the Good Times, if you ever watched Good Times and you see that painting that they had, that they said JJ had painted of everybody dancing in the juke joint, that what he, of how our culture in music overlaps with a lot of cultures. And the key thing that I took away from was the ancestors. You know, so that symbolism, whether it was black, Asian, it was so good. And I just, going back to the Ryan Johnson part, it also shows that, you know, black people having to make a deal for success that is beneficial for the time being, but in the long run, it's never good. To sell your soul, because you lose your freedom, your choice, your peace, which is more important than anything. And that was a lot of that symbolism. And then the idea of who the devil was compared to what society might think the devil is, even though this had vampires in it. It was just so telling. It was so telling. And then it was the pointing out colorism and being dark skinned and being the dog is the background. But being the colorism, it's just see, colorism, racism, prejudice, um, understanding that sometimes when we say it takes a village, sometimes that village is more than just black, and we all have the same common enemy. Mm-hmm. It is, ooh, Jesus. I can go on and on about this damn movie. But what I will say is pay attention. Pay attention. Because a lot of times we will watch a movie, and if it's too deep for us, we always got something bad to say. But baby, you can't. You can't. You can't. You just can't. And every aspect of this movie, I give this movie, because I only do like 5 stars when I review movies or TV shows. And this movie was absolutely a fucking 5 stars. Hands down. Hands fucking down. It is such an experience to watch. This is a movie that I could watch over and over again, and I'm sure I can find nest eggs in every aspect that I may have missed the first goddamn time. This movie made my soul move. That's how good it was. This movie made my soul fucking move. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the way Michael B. Jordan had a duality of personality playing the twins, baby. Yeah. And I'm telling you, Preacher Boy, he yo, yeah. Oh my God. You had Native American culture and mythology in this because, damn, I don't want to give nothing away. All I can say is pay attention. Pay attention. God damn, this is such a fucking good movie. Woo! I hope this is setting up for something else. For real. Because he did that.